whose heart may feel so too, cherishing the time we warmly talk, may the path we walk lead to friendship ever true. I'll link bright memories as flowers on sweet remembering of how I found me in you. When my heart's in pain, may I go on, may I bravely stand as I am and walk life's way. When my hands are warmed in Kansho, my heart lights aglow, finding peace when skies are gray. In great compassion, may I live this precious life, just as it's given in me does light each day. When we see the golden sun shine
Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion, always in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion. With hands of heart in Kansho, I say Namo Nembutsu, spreading spirit of living with brave hearts, spreading spirit of caring, helping others, Buddha's great light shines into all hearts. Namo Nembutsu, Buddha's great light shines into all hearts. Namo In times of difficulty, I say Namo Nembutsu, doing my best with a calm heart, thankful for my life as it's given, living in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion, living in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion. In times of gratitude, I say Namo Nembutsu, doing good no matter how small, reaching out with a warm heart, always in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion. Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion. With hands of heart in Kansho, I say Namo Nembutsu, spreading spirit of living with brave hearts, spreading spirit of caring, helping others, Buddha's great light shines into all hearts. Namo Nembutsu, Buddha's great light shines into all hearts. Namo When my heart is touched by kindness, how my being fills with joy I wish to share. When my heart overflows with life's gifts, may my smile uplift, I'll share smiles everywhere. Thoughts tender soon, as the ocean's depths, I also offer, when touched by kindness, to share. When my heart is sad in loneliness, may I reach out to one whose heart may feel so too. Cherishing the time we warmly talk, may the path we walk lead to friendship ever true. I'll link bright as free as life's flames, a sweet remembering of how I found me in you. When my heart's in pain, may I go on, may I bravely stand as I am and walk life's way. When my hands are warmed in Kansho, my heart lights aglow, finding peace when skies are gray. In
sweet as light each day.
With hands of heart in God. spreading spirit of living with brave hearts, spreading spirit of caring, helping others. Buddha's great light shines into all hearts. Nembutsu. Buddha's great light shines into all hearts. In times of difficulty, I say Namo Amida Butsu, doing my best with a calm heart, thankful for my life as it's given, living in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion, living in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion. In times of gratitude, I say Namo Amida Butsu, doing good no matter how small, reaching out with a warm heart, always in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion, always in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion. With hands of heart in Kansho, I say Namo Amida Butsu, spreading spirit of living with brave hearts, spreading into all hearts. Namo Amida Butsu, Buddha's great light shines into all hearts. Namo Amida Butsu. When my heart is touched by kindness, how my being fills with joy I wish to share. When my heart overflows with life's gifts, may my smile uplift. I'll share smiles everywhere. Thoughts tender soon, as the ocean stays, I also offer when touched by kindness to share. When my heart is sad in loneliness, may I reach out to one whose heart may feel so too. Cherishing the time we warmly talk, may the path we walk lead to friendship ever true. I'll link bright as flowers, a sweet remembering of how I found me in you. When my heart's in pain, may I go on, may I bravely stand as I am and walk life's way. When my hands are warmed in Kansho, my heart lights aglow, finding peace when skies are gray. In great compassion, may I live this precious life, just as it's given in me does lie. Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion. In times of gratitude, I say Nembutsu, doing good no matter how small, reaching out with a warm heart, always in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion, always in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion. With hands of heart in Kansho, I say Namo Nembutsu, spreading spirit of living with brave hearts, spreading spirit of caring, helping others, Buddha's great light shines say Namo Amidabutsu, doing good no matter how small, reaching out with a warm heart, always in embrace of Buddha's great light, of wisdom and compassion, always in embrace of Buddha's great light, of wisdom and compassion. With hands of heart in Kansho, I say Namo Amidabutsu, spreading spirit of living with brave hearts, spreading spirit of caring, helping others, Buddha's great light shines into all hearts. Namo Amidabutsu, Buddha's great light shines into all hearts. Namo When my heart is touched by kindness, how my being fills with joy I wish to share. When my heart overflows with life's gifts, may my smile uplift, I'll share smiles everywhere. Thoughts tender soon as the ocean's I also offer when touched by kindness to share. When my heart is sad in loneliness, may I reach out to one whose heart may feel so too. Cherishing the time we warmly talk, may the path we walk lead to friendship ever true. I'll link bright as flames, sweet relay
When my heart's in pain, may I go on, may I bravely stand as I am and walk life's way. When my hands are warmed in Kansho, my heart lights aglow, finding peace when skies are gray. In great compassion, may I live this precious life, just as it's given in Buddha's life each day.
When we see Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion, always in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion. With hands of heart in Kansho, I say Namo Nembutsu, spreading spirit of living with brave hearts, spreading spirit of caring, helping others, Buddha's great light shines into all hearts. Namo Nembutsu, Buddha's great light shines into all hearts. Namo In times of difficulty, I say Namo Nembutsu, doing my best with a calm heart, thankful for my life as it's given, living in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion, living in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion. In times of gratitude, to all hearts. Namo Amida Butsu. Touched by kindness, how my being fills with joy I wish to share. When my heart overflows with life's gifts, may my smile uplift, I'll share smiles everywhere. Thoughts tender soon, as the ocean's depths, I also offer, when touched by kindness, to share. When my heart is sad in loneliness, may I reach out to one whose heart may feel so too. Cherishing the time we warmly talk, may the path we walk lead to friendship ever true. When my heart's in pain, may I go on, may I bravely stand as I am and walk life's way. When my hands are warmed in Kansho, my heart lights aglow, finding peace when skies are gray. In great compassion, may I live this precious life, just as it's given in me does life each day.
When we see the golden sun shine Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our family Sunday service. My name is Jen Kurohara, and I will be your MC today. We will begin our service with temple bell, Kansho.
Namo Amida Butsu, 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 Namando, 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 Namando.
We have chanting of Vandana and Ti-Sarana. Please put your hands together.
Om to the Dharma for guidance. I go to the Sangha for guidance. Namo Amida Butsu, 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 Namando, 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 Namando.
Thank you. Today's chant will be Juseige.
Namo Amida Butsu, 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 Namando, 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 Namando.
The Dharma message will now be shared by Reverend Tomioka. His message is prefer.
Namo Amida Butsu, 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 Namando. Aloha kako and good morning. Welcome to Hongwanji Buddhist Temple online Sunday service. Every time when I have an occasion to share message with people as a minister, I have to ask two questions. First is, because I wear a mask, can you hear my words? And the people say yes. And then another question I have to ask you is, although I wear my mask, can you see my handsome face? That is, I want to make sure. Okay, now, you can see my handsome face now without the mask. And how do I look today? If anybody remember 1 week ago, myself, 1 week ago, and then today, did you see any difference in me? Yeah, I can see you are nodding. Yeah, I had my hair cut, so I know. You think, oh, Reverend, you look more handsome. I can see my spouse is so smiling now. I know she's falling in love with me again and again and again. Yeah, thank you, honey. So when I say, when we have, some people may say, oh, Reverend, your hair looks so nice. But some people may say, oh, Reverend, I didn't like that. I liked your previous haircut. Okay. So today, as I put in the title of my message, prefer. Yeah, prefer. So some definition of the prefer is in this way. Like one thing better than another, or to give priority, or tend to choose. Yeah, prefer. Yeah, again, those three meanings we can find. So prefer means that we like better something than another, or to give priority, or we tend to choose. That is the definition of the prefer. So now let's try do this like exercise or quiz. Now I'm going to show the 10 questions, like 10 choices. You have to choose which do you prefer. Okay, are you ready? 10 questions or things. So first is meats or vegetables. Okay, just you answer to yourself, meats or vegetables. Next is spam musubi or poke. You're hard to decide or? And then cats or dogs. And then tea or coffee. Rainy days or sunny days. So far easy, you got? Oh, I prefer to this, okay? Okay, next, another 5 is quality or quantity. Beauty or beast. Myself or others. Love or hatred. And the last is birth or death. You got your answer, yeah? Of course, this is a preference, so there is no correct answer, yeah? But now today I want to think about, don't you think of when we have those types of question, prefer, which do I prefer? Don't you think we have this in our mind? Yeah, like a scale, don't you think so? Yeah, like a scale, which means that when we have to decide, we think about which do I like, checking, and if we think, oh, I like this better, which means something is more important or significant or you like it than other. So when we say preference, we can find these concepts, yeah? Like comparative, relatively, changeable, conditional, different. Yeah? So comparative means truly we have to compare, yeah? Which do I like, cats or dogs? And we have a certain reason, cat is this and then this, dog is this and then that. We compare. Or we can call it relatively. Relatively, I like it. If I compare, yeah, maybe I prefer to this one today. But maybe next occasion, we may choose another one. Also, therefore, it is changeable, can be changing. For today, I feel this is my choice. But if I go to next time, maybe this is another choice. So change can be changing because that is a conditional. Yeah? Depending, again, our feeling, emotions, it can change. Conditional thing. And then different means each person has their own unique choice here based on their experience or their taste or their perception. Each person has their own choice. So again, there is again no correct answer. But yesterday I talked to my spouse, asked one question. So I want to ask one question. You have to answer. So which do you prefer? Myself to her father. So ask her, you have to choose. Which do you prefer? Myself or your father? Can you imagine what she said? She's my spouse. She said, both. She cannot choose. Well, I like you, of course. I like my father too. I cannot choose. That's true, yeah? Sometimes it's hard to choose. Work or job or spouse or child. Sometimes we cannot choose which prefer. To me, everything's important. It's true, yeah? But again, even though we may have such a situation, again, we can admit that we can recognize in our life that we are choosing so many things. Today you chose to watch this service, not continue to sleeping. Today you chose to eat bread, not rice. Today you chose your clothes, yeah, put in something. So our life is based on choice. And then that choice is comparative, relatively, changeable, conditional, and then different. Yeah? That is our human life. Nothing good and then bad. That is our reality. We are choosing. Choice is our life. Then how about when we are in the position of I choose, yeah? I choose, I prefer to. Then it's that we are doing. But how about if you are in the position of other person is choosing you? So question is, do they prefer you to others? So they means your neighbors or family or your friends or people you may know or you don't know. When they have a decision or power or authority to choose, what do you think? Do you think people choose you? People prefer you to others or not? Now we have a kind of different perspective here. Before, we are the one. I have a power. I choose what I want to do. I know this is my preference. I don't like this. But how do we feel now? If we are going to be chosen by others, which means some people may say, I prefer that person to you. I don't choose you. How do we feel? Do we can apply this feeling of rejection or denying, feeling I'm not accepted? And nowadays, of course, we know in our society and then country and the world, so many we have a preference. But when we are in the position of somebody is choosing me or not, we feel so sad or angry, upset because we are going through rejection, feeling of rejection. I am not accepted. Then a few days ago, we had a major service, autumn Ohigan service, observing the importance of the other shore of the Pure Land. Contemplate and then think about Amida Buddha's Pure Land, and it's working in our daily life. So every time when we have a major service here, we put a decoration. Today you are seeing a regular altar. But when we are observing a major special service, we put the fabric with a beautiful color, also offerings. Usually we offer fruits. And then I went to pick up an apple. So maybe I shouldn't say the name of the store, but just I went to the store to purchase an apple. Then can you imagine what I did here? I went to the fruits section and then looking at the apple. And then do you know what I did? I tried to make sure pick up one apple, checking, no damage, round shape, and then good color. You are okay. Put into my bag. Picking up another apple, damage, slight damage, no. And picking up another, good, no damage, and then good shape, but color is not my color, sorry. Again, I continue, and then after checking everything, color, good shape, no damage, finally, okay, you are in good apple. And then I got all apples. And then on the way to home after getting apples, I think to myself, oh gee, if I were you, apple, if I were in the position of apple, how did I feel? You know, I'm in like a fruit section, and then me apple. Of course, I'm not apple, but I'm not apple. And then there are so many other apples. Then people come to stop by picking up apple. And then they pick up another apple. Oh, good. Yeah, good for you. So my purpose is somebody pick me up and then see, oh, looks good apple. And then people eat me. That is my pleasure as apple. So I'm waiting somebody pick me up. And then finally one person coming, pick me up. And then see, oh, finally somebody came to me, pick me up. But when they turn it around, they found a damage on my back. And they say, oh, bad apple. Then they put me into the position I was. I feel so sad. Wow, really? Another person came, same thing, pick me up. Yes, eat me, take me home. But again, turning around, oh, damage. Oh, sorry, I cannot. Then how do I feel? I feel rejected. No one like me. I feel so lonely. Then maybe I try to pretend, try to hide my damage, so no one can notice it. So I try to behave nicely and look so nice. I'm a good apple. Then when people pick me up again, they think, oh, you're a good apple. But when they try to check in, if they find my damage, they say, oh, I don't like this. So if I were apple, I will feel so bad or sad and I feel no hope. Again, I was rejected. I'm bad apple. Then on the way to drive, I'm thinking to myself, but that is I'm doing in every day. Yeah? I'm judging or choosing people or situation based on my preference, maybe without knowing. By my preference, I may only living based on those mind of judgment or distinction. If you're the person I like, I want to pick you up and I love more. If you're the person I don't like, I'm sorry, you are out, not belonging to me. Then we can apply, this is our human being nature in our life, even family or friends, any place we can find. Of course, preference is nothing wrong, but based on that preference, we are creating difficulties or society. People cannot feel I am accepted. I don't feel I am accepted. That can be something, skin of color, or identity or religion, how do they look like handicap or disabilities? We only so many things we using those things as our judgment. Then question or importance is, how about then Amida Buddha? So Amida Buddha, no judgments, no distinctions, ultimate acceptance, absoluteness, no preference. I do have those judgmental man, again, preference, like a scale, better, good, or young and then old, healthy, sick. We have those preference, yeah. And then, but Buddha, no judgment, truly see and then embrace everything as it is. No distinctions. Buddha never say good and then bad. If the apple with the damage, that is right. Apple with a good shape, that is good. In Buddha's eyes, each individual is truly respected and then cherished. And the ultimate acceptance, again, no rejection. Whoever you are, whatever situation you may be in, even you may have something secret in your life, even you cannot tell your parents, Buddha said, come as you are. If a person thinking being young is good, getting old is not good, yeah? If you have such a preference, yeah, when this person is young, this person can feel happy because this person thinking young and old, young is good, old is bad. Then while this person is in a young situation, feel happy. But once this person turns to older person, now this person suffer because of the idea of young is good, old is bad. Yeah? But again, Buddha never reject whoever you are, young and old, different identity, whatever person you may be. Hey, to ultimate acceptance. You don't have to hide anything, no afraid, because in Buddha's embrace, no rejection. And then absoluteness means never change. We learned there, if we say preference, it's based on the condition and then can be changing, yeah? Depending on feeling or emotion, can changing. I hope in the future, when I ask another question to my wife, do you prefer me or to father? If she immediately answer, my father, which means I did something to you, yeah? Because now I love more this, my husband is, I didn't realize he's really nasty and I didn't like him anymore. Then changing, father, I love you more. This my spouse? Can be changed. I hope you don't do that, but it can happen. If that is a preference, because based on my situation, convenience, our love can change. Yeah? But here, Buddha's embrace. Absoluteness means never change. Then what it means is Buddha have no preference. No preference means no judgment, no distinction. Ultimate acceptance as you are. Yeah? It's a totally different world. Yeah? In our life, we have to choose and prefer something to others in judgmental world. But Buddha's realm is enlightenment, transcending such a nature, and then true purity, and then equal. Everyone is truly cherished as they are. Then today for the conclusion, but the one question is, no preference. Is this true? What do you think? Yeah? We learn in Buddha's embrace, no such as those judgmental distinctions. Then, but no preference. Do you think, is that true? Yeah, you may often hear Amida Buddha embracing everybody, no discriminations, no distinctions. Yeah, that's what we hear. But what if I tell you, no, Buddha has preference? So this is the words by the from the Sutra. So it said, suppose there are parents with 7 children. When there is sickness among the 7 children, although the father and the mother are concerned equally with all of them, nevertheless, their hearts lean wholly toward the sick child. Great King, it is like this with the Tathagata. It is not that there is not equality among all sentient beings, but his heart leans wholly toward the person who has committed evil, to the person who sunken in self-indulgence. The Buddha turns compassionate thoughts. Yeah, again, if there are 7 children for parents, each child is precious and wonderful. But if one of them catch a cold, they will pay more attention than caring. Yeah? It does not mean parents like discriminating on children, but because now you are sick, you need more help and assistance. Parents pour more time and then love and then caring. Yeah? In the same way, Amida Buddha same way. Although Buddha is saying no preference, embrace every single person. But when Buddha notices you are suffering, I can see your struggle, difficulties in your life. For such a person, Buddha pouring, spending more time and then compassion, wisdom for you, because I can see you are not in struggles. And who is this person? Our Jodo Shinshu, we can feel, it's me. I'm the one, the sick person, which means struggles. Maybe financially, physically, mentally, spiritually. I'm a struggle. I need somebody who never reject me. I need somebody who listen to me. I need somebody who doesn't assume who I am. I need somebody who said, come as you are, I love you. I need somebody. We are seeking those something, yeah? But unfortunately, again, in our human life is always preference. Even one time, you are the one who are in the important person to others. But in our life, that can change. We feel, I thought you are the one who always loves me and then thinking of me, but now you change. Because again, our preference or what we think this is forever is not forever, can change anytime, depending on situation, convenience, or cause and conditions. Therefore, again, this Amida Buddha promised, whatever happens in your life, I shall embrace you as you are. No preference, no rejection. So in this way, today we are hearing this meaning of prefer. In Amida Buddha's embrace, there is no rejection, there is no choice. Ultimate acceptance is there. Therefore, today, including myself, we can think about, in our life, we are choosing things based on a convenience or situation. And then other people also doing same thing to me. In that life, we have to try to be stronger, because otherwise I may be loser. I cannot let other people me down. I cannot let other people disturbing me. I have to be strong. I have to have a good foundation. I have to be building something to protect me. That is now our life here. But we can see it is so difficult here. If you are young, or if you can do that way, could be you can try to protect ourselves here. But we are just a human being. Not easy to always be strong and then building walls so that no one can disturb me. It's so competitive world. But in Buddha's embrace teaching us, you don't have to do that. Come as you are, your weakness, you feel you're a failure, you're a mistake, something you think I cannot show anybody. Buddha saying, come as you are, no rejection, ultimate acceptance. That is a world of pure land, enlightenment. That is a calling voice and then commanding from Buddha. Come as you are, take refuge in me, Namo Amida Butsu. Then how do we feel when we realize, Indeed, no rejection. I am accepted. We feel grateful. We feel joy. Whole my life is now embraced. That is the joy of Namo Amida Butsu. Buddha's calling voice. Come as you are, I shall embrace you. So today and then every day, every moment, let us remember and then feel whatever we may going through. Amida Buddha's compassion, wisdom forever embracing each of us. Please join me putting your hand together in Kansho. Let us recite the name of Amida Buddha together. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namando, Namando, Namando.
Thank you, Reverend Tomioka. We now have a reading of Shinshu Pledge 1. I take my refuge in the vow of the Buddha, reciting the name. I will live through life with strength and serenity. I revere the light of the Buddha. I will put my effort in my work with self-reflection and gratitude. I follow the teachings of the Buddha. Discerning the right path, I will spread the true Dharma. I rejoice in the compassion of the Buddha. I will respect and help others to do my best for the welfare of humankind. We now have the chanting of Nembutsu. Now we have some announcements. The Hawaii District Ministers Association monthly online seminar will be this Saturday, October 9th from 10 a.m. to 11:30. Dharma message by Reverend Blayne Higa from the Kona Hongwanji Buddhist Temple, Embracing Our Shadow, Shin Buddhist Wisdom for When Life Gets Difficult. To register, please go to our webpage or Facebook. This year, we're having our Halloween event online again. We have a costume contest, a vegetable and fruit carving contest, and a community pumpkin patch project. For our costume contest, we have 4 categories: best use of recycled materials, spookiest, most creative, and beautiful or cute. Please visit our Facebook or website for details. And our second contest will be the vegetable and fruit carving. First category is spookiest, then most creative, beautiful or cute, and most organic. And third would be our community pumpkin patch project. Help us create a pumpkin patch designed to weave all the pumpkins into one vine, because together we're better. Draw a pumpkin, color it, decorate it, design it, or write a message. Send a picture of your paper pumpkin. All contest deadline is October 15th. Please subscribe to our YouTube and Facebook pages. Tell all your friends and family. Okay, so words of wisdom today. Though embraced, I do not realize it. Foolishly, I resist the compassionate hand. My Lady Takeko Kujo. Thank you for attending our online service. Please stay safe and healthy.
When my heart is touched by kindness, how my being fills with joy I wish to share. When my heart overflows with life's gifts, may my smile uplift. I'll share smiles everywhere. Thoughts tender soon, as the ocean's depths, I also offer, when touched by kindness, to share. When my heart is sad in loneliness, may I reach out to one whose heart may feel so too, cherishing the time